We are into this one. It's obviously Fnatic. It's a very strong map for them indeed. And they're going to be on the CT half here. 4 sets of armor. And it's looking like they're actually going a little bit aggressive here towards B. It's a full-on B rush though, and JW opens things up.
Yeah, he starts off strong. He's going to be able to get behind Checkered. So a thorn in SK's side. The longer he stays alive, the better. And so far, his teammate doing pretty good work here. Olafmeister, 2 kills for him. JW even gets 2 kills before getting taken out. And then Flusha plummets out of the sky like some rotund Bond. Just rips Pimp to shreds.
Wow. That was a pretty impressive, like, just display of aim and just teamwork there from Fnatic. Like, full-on B-Rush. As I was saying before, I think when we watched the Astralis game, I was saying our B-Rush is very viable on this map. Normally the CTs, unless they hit all the headshots, you're going to come out on top of vehicle exchange. Somehow, though, Fnatic just hit absolutely everything available. And it's going to be a pretty convincing round and ended pretty quickly as well. A force spike coming in from SK. They have got Deagles, a couple of smokes, and they're going to be going towards the A-bomb site. Normally, you either smoke off towards quad or towards highway, flash out, and just try and get the bomb down in any scenario. Envious would famously stood from the second round.
I really like this flash from Crims. Because that can be really... It'll just like... It'll bank off the little air vent there that you guys can see, and go off right in their face as they try and come out through squeak door, through main. So, bit nasty. Nice hold so far from Crims. Able to get 2, make that 3 kills with the SMG. So, mad money in his pockets. And Freeze now contemplating life. You know... Do we really want to blow up these canisters and these like these warheads? Is that what's stacked up out in the open? Bunch of warheads. Just chilling.
Well,
get rained on, get rusty. I mean, I think I just killed Henry.
Wow, okay. I like how deep you go with these. Like, Matt goes to some obscure lengths, but you just, like, you get there, and then you go a little bit further as well. I'm not used to it. So, Matt would have stopped there.
Now you see what Anders has to deal with.
Yeah. Well then, Dennis, with a simple clear up here in the B storage area. It's going to be MP9s, MP7s doing absolute work here. And Magic Boy stuck in towards Toxie will be dealt with as well. Just Freeze remaining, and I assume he's got the bomb. That's not going to work, my friend. When your team have literally got no single kill or any presence or any control of the map, you just running in towards the A-bomb side with the bomb. Jumping for smoke.
Remember, man, this is like some OG mouse sports kind of play, right? Straight up matchmaking, where it's just like, well, sack everybody on the other side and then cross your fingers and hope that they over-rotated off that A site and that you're going to get a bomb plant for free, right? That's all he's hoping for. Thing is, Fnatic, you know, Crims, he's just like, this ain't preschool, boy. You know, you're playing with the big boys in the yard.
Yeah.
Not going to get it.
I'm always saying stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
That's what I'm about. But double orb setup now coming in. Dennis and JW this time. SK smoked out of B storage for now. The bomb is towards A, but we can see there is Flusher waiting behind that smoke. He's poised and ready. Flashbangs go over, and that's the perfect opportunity to do it as well. But it's Pimp that comes out on top. And
yeah,
now,
he gets distracted.
Yeah, they have the 5-on-4 situation, but always never discount Fnatic in these sort of situations.
Oh, wow. Olafmeister, he was right on the edge of going out through that smoke, but he decides to back off, play it safe. So we'll see if that pays off in the end, or if he wanted to try and get into Garage, catch that rotation coming back around. The information is good enough. Now they know not to over-rotate towards that B site. Fnatic, they can actually try and set up a bit more of a catch-all approach here in mid. As you guys can see, that Incendiary going down onto boost. Magic Boy is out of range, so it's not going to be the end of the world for him. Pimp is boosted up as well, so it's about to get hot and hairy here in mid. And I'm not referring to Henry's chest. You know, I'm talking about what's happening in the game. Get your head out of the gutter.
I think I've broken Twitter with my chest. It's getting a lot of attention.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Anyway,
Olafmeister makes sure that Pimp ain't gonna be, you know, putting on the rings tonight. Oh boy, JW. Is this some vintage JW that we're about to see? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Straight through.
Goes down and continues his form, straight through the smoke, no scope of course, and Modi now in a 3-on-1, and you called it. We're going to see some textbook JW, and he still definitely delivers on all fronts there. We had no scopes, we had shots through smokes, and we had aggressive play. That kind of defines him as a person in one round. Every time.
Not only is he like a BMX bike or whatever, he's like the Lamborghini, Ferrari, like all wrapped into one. This guy, he's a Lamborghini, man. Just aggressive lines. You know you're in for a wild ride with JW.
That's God.
Damn.
Every time it
7-0-1, boy. 7-0-1.
Okay. Let's calm down, SK. Get this round out of the way.
Oh, he's going to make sure you're calm, all right. As calm as you can be. That's JW. Look at this. Misses on the timing, unfortunately for him, and he's going to be able to make it out, and that sets it up nicely here for Flusha. Double spray in, drops the bomb, and JW just barely fluffing the nade, but that's not going to be an issue because Flusha's well on his way to getting an ace here.
Olaf wants it. No race for you today, my friend.
Why
But
you gotta be like that, Olaf?
just rude sometimes.
Why do you have to just ruin the fun? I mean, that's the thing, man. He's just like, no fun allowed on this server.
Purely business. And
Fnatic, perhaps, you know, they're feeling like they need to end things quick here. They dallied a little bit on overpass.
yeah, they after winning 11-4, I said going into the second half, is this going to get even worse for SK? But they did have a decent showing here. Going down 5-0. They have the AWP on Frizz. He's not actually going up himself. He's boosting it to fast play towards middle here. So let's see whether they can find his pickle to roll off. He's currently hiding in smoke.
Yeah, and he will get caught in the end. Nicely done there by Magic Boy. There was a boost up on B site looking into Toxic, but unfortunately for the guys holding on that B site, nobody's going to be really presenting themselves unless Madi decides to walk back. Oh, Madi, do you decide to really give this to them? No. He's holding close. He's not at risk. And JW, he's just crossing his fingers and hoping at this point, and he's so close. Madi, all he needs to do is take one more step to the right. Couple more steps.
What a feeling. What a real bad feeling.
Couple more steps.
It's going to happen.
Couple more.
Yeah,
Couple
having a doubt
more. Oh.
Let's say for now.
Well, that's, I mean, that all depends, right? JW's still alive. And he's here on
the
the
double
B-side.
orbs and 2 players here for Fnatic as well.
Oh, but there's the angle. Freeze has got it, and JW's not holding well enough. Double spray coming in for Flusha. He couldn't get the triple. They line up. He manages to get 3 kills. And it brings it back to a 2-on-2. The massive advantage that SK had developed in the round just comes crashing down around their ears. And now it's up to Fnatic here for the retake.
Dennis coming in towards upper. Crims in the vents as well, so they're going to be pinstering the bomb site. Problem is, Freeze is very low HP indeed. It's going to come down to this kill in the vents right now. Can Crims find it? Of course he can. He gets the kill. Now it's Freeze literally in such a difficult position here. Needs to land 2 perfect orb shots, and with 16 HP, you don't feel like he's actually got this in him, and he actually hasn't. It's Flusha who's stepping up after SK made so much traction there, got so deep in the bomb site. Looked like they had everything covered, and just sitting in that little pit area, Flusha finds 3 somehow.
Just incredible.
He got almost an ace in the round before, and this time he gets 3. This is such important kills as well.
That moment's hesitation on JW's side really costing him, and then he can't peek out there either, because if they're waiting for him, then he's dead 100%. So, yeah, a bit of a tight spot there for JW. But yeah, as we can see, man, Flusha 9-4-2 by the 7th round. That's pretty solid work. Asilian, he's working on the 007 right now.
We all aspire to be like James Bond in a way, but maybe not in this.
Very true, very true. I mean, that's what I tell myself all the time on matchmaking, right?
I'm just being like James Bond, Mom. Doing everything I can. But double up still, Fnatic. We have got maximum loss bonus for SK, of course, but they get the bomb down last round, so it's a much healthier buy. Bomb down towards middle for now. They don't really have much to work with. The problem is they're trying to work picks, and they've got 2 orbs just hunting them down. JW is getting more and more aggressive in this B storage area. He's going to be waiting for him. Modi on the slight off angle, but that's going to flash him out completely and somehow gets the kill. So fair play to him. He recovered himself after the flashbang.
Yeah, just holding down mouse 1. And now, well, Crims, he's got that dig. Looking for the headshot, and he's not going to find it. So time to change up the location here, trying to change up the position. And now it comes down to a bit of a gamble on Fnatic's part. Are they going to get that read correct here as to where SK are going to take this fight? And it does look like SK want to head over towards the A site for now. 3 players about to make their way in through main, with 1 lurking his way through Squeak. And Fnatic actually have a pretty decent setup for this. Although now they decide to change it up. Now it gets a little tricky here. Crims, he's out in the open.
Well, Modi's doing some distraction work towards B, so that's what's peeling the CTs away right now. So that's actually being pretty efficient. It's just going to be Dennis on that A bomb site. Flusha does take down Modi, comes down to a 4-on-4, and the terrorists need to be reacting faster than this. Dennis opens things up, Magic Boy chiming in, but Dennis just holding strong here towards quad, looking towards middle as well. There's going to be a terrorist waiting for him. That's Magic Boy, and now they should be able to take the round here, surely. Just Olofmeister remains with the CTs.
8-7 seconds, 6-5, ticking down, and had he won that fight, Pimp would have been in dire straits there.
Yeah, because he knows exactly he's planting, he knows where he is, and you're up against Olofmeister, one of the finest aimers in the game. That could have been very scary indeed, but SK finally get their first round here. It definitely wasn't a clean one. It came down to a 2-on-1 in the end, so still in a precarious position. If Fnatic take this round, could mean 2 for SK in terms of ecos. But double orbs coming in once again. Dennis and JW this time. We'll see what SK bring to the table. It's going to be Freeze back on the orb as well. Modi just holding that B storage area. It's the battle that's been going on between him and JW.
A little bit more mid-focus this time, with Olofmeister getting up into vents early on. He will bust out the second one as well, so if Madi was close enough, that's a little bit of information here for SK to go off of. Yeah, Dennis Now he realizes, just starts putting shots through the wall. You can wallbang that with the op. It's a little bit dangerous to be hanging out in Squeak right now. But SK are no closer to getting onto a bomb site, and it does look like they want to try and go for the big boost. So double boost up into mid once again. Let's see if they're actually able to make this work this time. Olofmeister still up in the vents as far as we can tell. No, he drops back down into checkered. So now they're exposed, Fnatic. They're vulnerable in mid. So this could be the golden opportunity here for SK Gaming to make something happen.
I assume they're going to Molotov the vents anyway, so it's not a huge deal, but they have got control of middle now. Terrorists making their presence known, and Magic Boy's going to be facing towards that vents. Actually, Olof's going for the straight up face here. He gets the kill, and it's looking really promising now for SK. JW pushing the A storage area, just missing out on the knowledge that Frisk was in front of him, but that's going to be the round over. SK bounce back after winning their first one. That mid control, the slow mid play there, just going all together, boosting up, making sure they make the frags work, and it's only Dennis that really makes anything happen. JW going to be falling back with the AWP now.
They know where he is. Yep.
Nice shot.
Nicely done by Magic Boy, getting close enough to A main to hear the steps. So no chance there for JW to save the gun. This puts Fnatic in a little bit of a precarious spot as far as the money is concerned. Yeah. 3 of them are fairly low.
They'll force this.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go for the force, but this is everything. All of their bank is gone.
They have an AWP. They have a CZ. They have a Famous. But one kit and some smokes as well. It's definitely workable for a team like Fnatic. So it's hard to criticize them on these rounds. A lot of other teams I call out for force buys and stuff like that, but it's really hard to call these guys out because they make it work time and time again. And it's just like a pleasure to watch sometimes how they can get themselves into these sort of positions. Aggressive, of course, in towards B storage. Get that first kill onto Modi. He's been kind of lurking around that area, and it's going to be Asilian going in for that refrag from Vents, trying to make things happen as quickly as he can, but he actually gets dropped as well. Now it's a 5-on-3, just like that. These CZs and single AK doing some serious work.
Figuring out the setup. They just suss out the details, Fnatic. They're so good at it. Figuring out the fact that Modi's alone in B halls most of the time.
Yep.
Then it's just an easy kill. And then the counter boost comes out here from JW. Pimp not even going to try and spray through that smoke, knowing that there must have been somebody close by and checkered, but not willing to risk it. Freeze has got the AWP, so he's going to be looking for a target. But as long as JW plays it patiently, that's the main thing. Well, there's the full flash. Patience, what's that? Not even necessary at this point. Flesha still trying to draw attention to himself, and he's dropping fairly low here. Risky plays coming out from Fnatic, trying to force an end to this round. And they will end up getting a nice and toasty Flesha. Shot through the wall there, unfortunately, for Freeze, so he's not going to be able to pick off Olaf. But still, 3 players survived the end of the round here for Fnatic, and it's a 7-2 scoreline now. Fnatic once again getting control of the situation.
Yeah, even though they're up against the ropes, the money, they know what they have to do. They go aggressive through the smoke, find that first kill with the Famous. The quick reaction coming in from SK, maybe a little bit too audacious. They probably should just bow down and say, okay, that kill's gone now, but it's Asilian and goes by himself with the Vents, and that's the round over at that point. As soon as he's dropped, they don't really have any footing into it, but it's going to be a force buy from SK themselves, looking like they'll be just doing another straight-up rush B here, maybe delay it slightly and see whether any CT aggression's coming back in. But Flusher keeping that CZ in hand, of course, doesn't want to upgrade that. Just wants to do some serious work with it.
Jesus, Flusher, go back. Yeah, I know, this is crazy. Not the best weapon to have whatsoever. Random shots through. JW's there to get the shot. Second kill onto Modi, and he's still alive. Does he drop down? No, oh my God, the no-scope! And then the full-on body play! Get out of here! JW, he has no chill, bro. He is in there.
There's zero chill right now. That was insane. We need a replay of that right now. That was mind-blowing. How does the no-scopes work out for him every single time? There's no problem. He gets the first 2, of course. No-scope, boom, drop down. You know what, Pimp? You're done as well. Get off the server. 8-2, and that's going to be a full eco now coming in for SK Gaming. Oh my God. It's
a lesson in how to get bodied. That is what JW gives you. Free of charge, of course. He's a gentleman. You want to know how big the gap is between you and me? Allow me to demonstrate.
Well then.
Pimp catches out Crims, okay, and they figure out, at least SK figure out that yes, there is an aggressive push, but that doesn't matter to Dennis. Picks up 2, could get a 3rd, but then Asilian is there at the nick of time just to save his teammate. That would have been a very dead Pimp indeed.
Well, there are 2 players remaining for the CTs, but it's Flush on Olaf. A very scary proposition indeed. You can see Frizz there just narrowly avoiding the flames. And still plenty of time for the retake here. Pimp's on very low HP as well. Olaf has spotted him. He's going to be taking him down. I'd assume he was anyway, but it's actually Pimp who steps up. Flusher does reply straight away, but 2-on-1 still a lot of work to do. SK just need to play crossfire positions. They should be able to lock this one down now, surely.
Yeah, now it's an impossible situation for him. Both players are going to be able to get on top of him, and he has no way off of this site. Freeze will get the kill, and at this point, actually, there's some kind of like reverse meta. Unfortunately, because the end of the round is a little bit faster now. Freeze is able to make it out of there, but there is a scenario, well, pre-patch basically, or pre-decision, pre-ruling, where both of those players from SK would have died.
True. Yeah, it's very quick now. It's reduced by like 5 seconds or something.
At least 2 seconds.
At least 2 seconds. Okay.
So, I mean,
it feels so much quicker though, right? When you're playing the game, it's like, what?
Well, they have increased it by I think 2 seconds again.
Okay.
Because before it was like supposed to be only 2 to 3 seconds at the end of it, and it was just way too fast.
Well, talking of fast, it's going to be SK making their way out towards middle, flashing through the smoke, and actually a very interesting case here. There's actually a real force buy coming in from Fnatic. Scouts and CZs, and an Orban Olofmeister. Pimp has gone down to 7 HP, but they still do have the advantage here. We'll see the reaction coming in from the CTs. Flusher has pushed his way towards Toxic, so we'll see what they can do with this. It's actually a very promising position. Not one you'd normally check, but that grenade's going to give his position away, and Olof, of course, gets that first pick and brings it back to the 4-on-4.
Magic boy. Just giving it up. And right now, Madi has no idea that somebody's lurking in
They're
Toxic.
They're 100% going to check it. They'd be crazy not to.
Nope, they're not going to check it, bro.
They've naded it. Why would you not check it? There you go.
Instead, it's Flusher who just overextends, really. That's what winds up costing him. Now, Dennis, he's got that M4 double spray for him, perhaps.
Oh!
Just team kills, everything going wrong for SK. And then the scout shot, insult to injury. Crim's just doing a bit of damage, making sure that this guy doesn't have a bleeding chance.
So as soon as SK find an eco and they think, oh, we can turn this around now, we've been gifted around, they come back with another force buy and just turn the round on his head once again. And it's just Dennis doing some serious work there. And like you said, the terrorists is killing themselves. And we go into round number 13. It's yet another force buy coming in. We'll have a look at the money remaining. They've fully invested into this round. 2 AKs, Tech 9s. With the smokes they have, I would assume it'd be a full AXQ, right? Just go into it, all the smokes over, try and get the bomb down. It worked out before with the pistols. Let's try it again with a couple of AKs and Tech 9s.
And this right now, Fnatic, they're perfectly set up for this. Quad, NBK, and short side of the bomb site, all covered by the Fnatic members, and they've even got a man in Link who's going to be able to rotate up short very quickly here. It's about to get nasty if SK decide to press this. And there's the HE that's going to go tumbling in. Massive damage. 3 players take it to the face. And well, now that Molotov making it a bit toasty back here in the corner. Olofmeister's going to have to change up. Does he decide to actually swap out weapons, though? He's got an M4 at his feet, having lost his teammate. Oh, unfortunately, Asilian doesn't check the corner, and that just costs his team dearly.
Dennis looking incredibly strong there. And being flashed out, you know what? Actually helped him out a little bit. That trigger discipline, like he didn't even intend to present to us, works out. 3 terrorists run in front of him, and he gets all the kills in the world. 10-3 now, and no money once again for SK Gaming. This is their little replay. You see he's fully blind, and they don't even check the MBK, and he's just like, oh, okay, I'll take these 3 kills. No problem at all.
Nightmare. Just a nightmare right now. And now SK, either they force the Tech 9s, but that really hasn't been going their way. So the
boost again.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, very quick approach here, though. They decided to change it up. Nice
this
dunk
works out for
nade.
them as well.
Brutal. JW gets 1, Flush of the other. Well, now it's 3 remaining members. The wall bang. JW, he's so fired up right now.
Filthy.
I feel like, you know, in honor of like Zoolander 2, we just gotta say, you know, JW is so hot right now. When is he not, though? When is he not?
So we have 2 players remaining. Not a single bit of damage apart from a tickle onto Flusher so far. Magic Boy will be holding towards mid with a P250.
You know when JW gets into this kind of game mode, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen like Remember the Pyro from TF2?
Yes.
Yeah. And he's like, you know, the Pyro's mind is actually, you know, he's running around with ponies and, unicorns and rainbows and everything. In reality, horrible shit is happening to his opponents. But for JW, it's just all fun and bubbles. You know, he's having a ball.
That's quite a good one. That's one of your better ones.
Thank you. Yeah, I try sometimes.
Well, a triple orb set up now. To finish things off in style, why not? It's going to be a pretty poor buy for SK. And Olofmeister just continues to do some serious work. He takes Humphries, and the boost coming in once again towards B storage. They want to make this work at least once this game.
Yeah. Yeah, right. They just
once.
Keep doing it. Rinse and repeat.
See what happens.
I guess JW can feel pretty comfortable considering Flush has just been like wrecking everything, so he's the one watching JW's back.
Well,
that works out. Nice flash. Man, and Olaf, he's still full flashed. He gets the angle right. Had Pimp actually shoulder checked that, he would have taken a bullet.
Back in towards B now. That boost could come back to bite them. They are censoring it though, and they're going to be nading off, and JW, of course, lands the first shot. They're going to be fully aware. Make it a double. Replay. Just enjoy it. Let's just enjoy it.
What?
Semler fell out of his chair.
Alright, hold on. It's like, don't blink, don't blink.
And he gets a double here as well, look. That's like one of the sickest rounds that's ever happened in CSGO. That's insane. Just get wrecked, basically.
Yeah, like
you
what
know
else
I mean?
can you say?
Brutal, savage, wrecked.
Wow, man. This, you know, and there was a time, ladies and gentlemen, there was a time, and it wasn't long ago, when JW was saying, I'm really not feeling the op. I don't have the confidence right now. You know, I'd rather rifle or shotgun or whatever. Thank you, JW, for finding yourself once again and giving us these kinds of shows.
That second shot, though.
Thank you, JW.
Right, let's talk about the pistol. This is important. Fnatic are going to be going aggressively towards middle here. Going to be going pretty faster towards short as well. Frisk is the one to open things up from the connector, but he will be punished straight away. There's actually the Glock burst fire JW is using for some reason, and he doesn't manage to land the kill out. Do very little damage indeed. So it does go down to a 5-on-3. Fnatic still have that mid control. Looking like they're going back in towards B here through checkers.
Yeah, and this is kind of ugly because ESEA, he's got the solid position. He's going to have help from upper and from CT. So it's a real firing squad sort of situation that Fnatic are going to run into. And this is all going according to plan here for SK. Freeze and Madi both picking up kills. And now it's on Olafmeister to try and make some kind of magical play happen. But 1v5, it's not likely. He drops ESEA down to 5. He drops ESEA down to 5 HP. But had he had a USP, yeah, that would have been pretty disgusting. Now, however, Pimp, will you be patient?
Patient.
30 seconds, though. 30 seconds. Time is starting to run out, and there we go. Freeze decides to end the show.
Well, SK look like they want to do the same thing. They'll overpass, get themselves back into the game, slowly but surely, and climb the mountain. They did it before, Semler.
They did it before. They did certainly put on a show on Overpass, SK Gaming, so...
We do have the Force Spy coming from Fnatic. This is one of the scariest prospects in the game. Going up against a Fnatic with 4 spies and not a care in the world, just wrecking you with Eagles, and we'll see what they can bring to the table here. SK have got 2 UMPs and 3 rifles. Going aggressively, that's interesting, and Cillian is making it happen as well. Takes down Crims and gets away with his life as well, so that's actually pretty beneficial for the SK team.
JW trying to force the issue as well, but that was far too late. They were ready for him. So no joy for Fnatic again. Just like on the pistol, actually. They lose 2 players immediately at the beginning of the round. And then it comes down to, you know, what the remaining 3 can actually manage here. So there's a Deagle for Flusha to work with. Triple Dig, actually, across the board. So now we got to see. I mean, it's all on SK to make errors, to make mistakes, and it just shouldn't happen. They shouldn't have any chance at all. Magic is there to pick out Dennis. Flusha just hoping to bring something back for his team, but it's not meant to be a perfect anti-eco round here for SK Gaming. Fantastic work.
It takes some big balls to push into B storage. You know, Fnatic be force buying. You're going in with a UMP by yourself, and Cillian gets 2 and brings in the win by himself. That's very impressive. And that's actually his 5th kill of the game. He was set on 3 after that first half, so maybe need a little confidence boost after that one to get him back get his head back on track.
The thing is that most of them, like Madi, is in a similar situation. Hardly any frags to speak of. Like, it's only really Pimp who's in double digits on SK right now. So the rest of SK need to wake up. They need to follow their leader's example here. Cillian really showing them how it's done, perhaps. But it is going to be pretty much as hard an eco as it gets here for Fnatic. Just a single P250.
Okay.
And a money nade? No. Lead with the bomb, though. There is no subtlety here, Fnatic. They're like, we're going to come to the B site whether you like it or not. And Madi, he's definitely got something to say about that. 3 kills with the UMP. Mad money in his pocket. And another solid round for SK.
Absolutely, he'll be able to pick up the AWP straight away, dropping that onto Fritz, of course. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting. No AWP for Fnatic, but I've got 5 rifles and grenades as well, full smokes. And we'll see how Fnatic approaches. They do like to employ a very fast game. They're known to be boosting up 3 players and getting in there. They can fast. We'll see how this goes down. It's actually a double AWP setup from SK here. So Flusha will be going towards B storage, holding that area off. We'll see what the CTs bring to the table. It's looking like quite a passive setup towards A so far. And frags, there's no smoke towards middle. That's kind of strange. And a decent nade comes in. That could finish Cillian off. Just manages to narrowly avoid it there. The smoke does come in finally.
They don't have the boost going, or Cillian would be dead.
Yeah, true.
But then there was also support from Link and from Short as well. So I mean, maybe not. Maybe it works out actually Fnatic's way there, because they might have walked right into a trap. But now SK, just, you know, first blood has been drawn on both sides, and now they get to see and wait where Fnatic are going to be coming in here. Once we get to that minute 50-second mark, SK Gaming, they might start trying to push somewhere on the map to try and get some info. Just hopefully it's not going to be towards A, because then they'll be in for a bit of a sad shock.
Well then, pretty equal exchanges so far as JW and Cillian have taken the brunt of the damage. But checking out Fnatic now, setting up for an AXQ here. Flusher slowly but surely making his way in. You can see Crimson is waiting for a flashbang to come in. He's ready to turn around as soon as it pops. Checking out the entry frag about to come in, but Freeze is ready now. Not going to be flashed out just yet. Olaf opens it up, and now it's down to Frizz, and he could have got the collateral there, but going to be nading out. Still alive for now.
Flusha hits that timing perfectly, and he makes it onto the site in one piece. Madi with a bit of a missed opportunity, but Pimp decides to chime in, and Madi's there to deny the bomb plant. Unfortunately, they weren't really prepared for him to be that close, it seems. Trying to plant for A main. Pimp not going to actually get nailed there by Dennis. Dennis actually going to miss that shot, overcompensating with the flick. And now this is all on Flusha. Look at this. Flusha, it's like...
He knows he's there, and he nails it. Still like
Cillian, though.
Yeah, it's still a winnable situation, but they're aware he might be coming from this situation. Safe plant. Flusher just looking out for that squeaky door. And actually going to nail that shot as well. That's a really crisp shot on the Cillian. Fnatic get their third round. They win the 13th round, sorry. They win the first gun round here for them.
And a quad kill for Flusha in that round as well, so...
What's he set on right now? He's on 18 kills. I thought it'd be more than that.
When he shows up, though, JW's cooled off a little bit. When Flusha shows up, he just... It's a lot of pain. A lot of pain and suffering.
Well, this is an interesting buy from SK. This is the Hail Mary play, similar. 2 AWPs, 2 CZs, and M4. If we lose this round, it's pretty much over. Let's see what they can do with this. It's going to be JW to open things up, and it's going to be just kills everywhere. Pimp replying, but just Olaf Meister getting that kill on Toxic.
It's the bait and switch, though. This all comes down to whether JW decides to push forward. Misses the shot, exactly. But luckily for him, that AWP actually stays up on the roof. So that's the best case scenario there. He dies, but that's not a free gun here for SK Gaming to work with. And unfortunately, that flash is going to be perfect. Madi gets caught. Now it's a 2-on-3 here. Magic Boy, he's got an M4. Pimp, an AWP. And Olaf Meister successfully smokes himself off.
This kill. Magic should get this.
Full spray. Nicely done.
Just gets a little bit of vision of the smoke. Just sees the top of his head there as well. And now it comes down to 2-on-2. Plenty of time to play with, though. And
Dennis has got a smoke. Dennis has got a smoke. He's going to bank that into CT. Unfortunately for him, Pimp is on upper. And now this is just the one angle that they have to worry about here, Fnatic.
They're going down headshot, but Pimp should get this kill, surely. Oh, it's actually a really nice move from Dennis there. I actually like that a lot. He's aware that might be a threat. Just gets up there. Nice little bunny hop. And he can't get the kill. Gives his position away as well. What?
Wow.
Just take the face then. Why not against an AWPer? You know what? I'm just going to rip your head off. I don't care what kind of weapon you have.
But they're completely unaware of Magic and where he's coming from.
No, it's going to get to the point in about 3 seconds. I'll probably start checking it. And he doesn't land that kill.
Magic.
Goodbye.
See, that's... Yeah. I was about to say, he was like Voldemort or something. You just don't mess with this magician, this wizard. But then he turned into that, like, cheap magician who shows up at a, 6-year-old's birthday party with, like, inflatable animals and stuff.
Yeah, and a rabbit in a hat.
Yeah.
Which, like, doesn't really work. It's kind of really obvious how it works. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's pain. That's painful. Nobody saw that, Magic Boy. Don't worry. Just get work done in this round.
Well, then. Full eco coming in for the CTZ. Not many options. Need to try and do something at this round. It's just a straight up B rush coming in. Olaf Meister opens it up. We have got a Cillian towards headshot. Actually manages to get one, but he will be dropped as well. It's a fast rotation coming in. And Magic Boy trying to land some damage through the smoke, but it gives his position away, really. And they're going to be smoked out now. And the retake comes in. Not really much footing in this run, I have to say, but trying to get a couple of kills. It's going to be Fnatic going to 15-6 here.
Just looking dominant, not messing around like on overpass. Really no windows of opportunity here for SK Gaming to get their feet under him here in the second half. Fnatic are just fired up, and JW with the aggressive flash continuing to hunt for frags. He's facing a deagle, he doesn't care, and he will eventually annihilate Magic Boy. Dennis will get the kill onto Freeze, and that puts Fnatic up onto match point. They've got quite a few of them to play with here, so we have to see. We have to see.
Well, they went for the all-in full eco. It leads here. 5 rifles, no kits. No incendiaries to hold off any fast mid boosts. And we'll see what they can do to hold on. It's 15-6, one more required for Fnatic. They won the first map. This will be the 2-0. And it's looking like that's the way it will be going down. And the boost coming towards mid. Oh, actually, it doesn't. They're going towards A storage here, but still. Let's see if SK can hold them off.
This is just going to be that classic, concerted effort coming out here from Fnatic. Straight execute. Everybody moving in together. Olofmeister takes point, catches out Magic. Now they know that Freeze is playing from NBK. Instant reply there from Olofmeister. Not going to be able to find the kill. In the end, it's going to be Crims. And well, Pimp does step out and actually challenge JW, catches him off guard, but still man alive here, and Flush is in the perfect spot exactly to catch out Madi. So no impact there for the flank, and it's going to be a very decisive victory here to end the night.